Coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. As New York crowd fired up by the 11 Chiefs approach from the locker room. And ready to go as the Giants hit second with the Denver Broncos. And this will not be returned. It's out of the end zone for a touchback.
He finds his man complete. That's Farmer. And not much to speak of. Holiday 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you want balance when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Back to throw here. He'll find Metcalf. Results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Johnson's got it complete.
When did he touch the 36? 35.
So for the 36 now, first and 10. Back to throw again. Forced out to his left. Thrown across his body. It's intercepted. Picked up by the shot. And he takes this lead. Defense has a touchdown. Aldridge Bruce on the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So they'll get another shot for offense forward at 6-6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's 3-2 touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, it's not going to. We still have this early in November. But they would be a wild card team. That's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of these division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak is going to get out there out of the playoffs. So they got to make sure they continue to keep them in the playoffs.
Sharks smelling the water behind them.
Good job getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in his zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. A nice play design there. Touchback good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
They did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he finds his man Johnson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 37.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he wisely will throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass here now is second and 10.
taken down at the 30. Pickup of about 4.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be a first down.
He'll make this tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line.
I tell you, brother, you should have pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Now a throw here, and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flag's flying. And this will be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll set up to throw. And a dangerous throw. That's knocked down and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against the secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Johnson. That's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Broncos are going to have here at the 15. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back out of them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll run for the first time, and that play goes absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he can get out of the backfield. Yeah, it's a 4-yard loss, really sets him back for 2nd down. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to fire this thing deep sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Trying to dial up the way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration as we were press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to solve things, but he's heard these rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters this week? He kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. You know, following up on his head coach pressure that he is under, see, the switches to because you've been on winning teams, and I know you've been in similar situations too, where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder, in a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressure of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead to more issues.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rodrigo Sanchez. And that will help him continue on out of bounds.
Talk about that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent punt and corner punt. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down as
that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, it's Farmer, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15, but it's got him down at the 14-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a bit.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run. He'll just go deep right side. He's got it complete. And he's outside. That's the 35-yard line. It's a big time play for the G-Man. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. He'll look to throw. Open man, Samuel complete. Space to run past the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. And to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, put it right near the meaty.
Yeah, that little extra pace that he had to pass. That required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
From the red zone now, they look to throw. They're not hooked up there. Incomplete.
This defensive confidence is out. Point yet, flying to the football. I'm telling you, he's 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there for us in the completion.
On second down now, it's Brooks. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players. Guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Giants are down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll drop the throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. His second touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra points, it's always good. We are tied here in the second quarter. So even at 7 as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos on the field to start their next drive. They lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance to get a run back key unlock comeback strong. That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team. Are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going here they had earlier this year? On second down, here's Barkley. Second is always an invitation to take a big shot downfield. The offensive line isn't kidding. We just get on our backs and stick us to the first down. They being physical. Now Saquon Barkley. And they will muster a yard here for the 38.
Yeah, things stacked here in the middle of a lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately you're fortunate to get anything out of that.
Play fake, and it's Watson. Wide open receiver complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yards.
Able to make adjustments along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the second.
And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Broncos have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas, and that makes the score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Take it in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position.
No, you're not. You're not
This time, they're going to have to work for it.
It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Farmer. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now he's going to go up top over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They're going to look to throw. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to... He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Farmer. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Farmer. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the clock reads 30 seconds to go, so really not a whole lot of time to speak of. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Watson on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw again on second down. Watson slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught. Touchdown. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. Rosas now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't.
This is intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they just...
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Watson off play action. Flushed out right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
He's got Lewis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Saquon Barkley. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have broken the tie. Rosas good with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 2nd and 3. That's complete to his tight end, Sullivan. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. DK Metcalf with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. An extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a completion left side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do They'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Throwing again is Watson. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game, and the Broncos have broken the tie. PAT up and good by Rosas, and they will take a 7-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just a yard to go here on second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Second down and 3. A handoff, Barkley running left, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw, Watson. Open man, this is Lewis. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he spins through. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Working with his 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Jonathan Grenard make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And this one is right through. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Barkley a 1st down and more. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Now Watson. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Watson. He dumps it off to Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Now there's the timeout, signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. On first down, it's Watson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously cannot have an interception in this spot.
It nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. 3rd and 2, Watson. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there in overtime.
Well, that certainly changes things here because they're in field goal range already, but a field goal, that's not what they're looking for now, not after that big play right here in overtime.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.